Hi guys, how you guys doing today? How have you been? Like, I'm so excited. I'm super excited. Like, feeling like I'm missing you guys a lot. I release video every 2 weeks in case you don't know, but this vibe is giving me like I should be releasing videos back to back. I should be serving you guys back to back. Well, that's by the way. Hello guys, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. So you are new here. Welcome to the family. My name is Funmi Olakwa. Thank you for tuning in. On this channel, I talk about many things. I talk about mental health, I talk about the mind, the human mind, I talk about mindset, I talk about anything that goes around human mental makeup, and I also talk about teenagers. I talk about matters that ensue in this phase of development. I talk about how the phase of development come to be. I talk about many high profile matters that are common in this phase, and I also talk about how to face those issues as well. So welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking the video. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to my channel, join the family, and hit the notification bell so as to get informed when we post videos. And if you have been here for a while and you still haven't subscribed, hit that button right now. It doesn't actually bite. Yes, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so as to get informed when we post videos. So in my last video, I started a discussion on mindset, and in that video I was able to drag on some things on things that has to do with mindset, things you probably had observed as a person, things you have been involved in as a person, and many other things that has to do with mindset. And in case you haven't seen that, go ahead and click on the video in my channel and watch it. In my last video, I was able to make you understand that your mindset gets fixed into you through processes by things you were exposed to while growing up. And in today's video, we'll be talking on the subject matter of you can be wrong and you can be right, of course. And in my last video, I was able to drag that your mindset were fixed by processes. Now, I would just like to make you understand that the things you know are products of the things you have seen, things you have heard, things you have been told. Now, the person that told you something could be wrong. That person got to know that thing probably from someone, from what they've been exposed to, from whatever thing that they can prove it to be. But the person that told you such can be wrong. The person could, there are times you just wonder, in our generation, we have so much disagree with superstitious belief. And then you might have wondered how that, so like, someone actually believed this, like, can't they just think that this thing is not actually making any sense? But as superficial as that thing could sound, someone actually believed it. Someone actually held on to it. Someone actually used that as their own way of living. But you as a person, because of your level of intelligence and exposure, you believe and you know that this particular thing is actually not like, it's not logical. I'll go with that. It's not logical, but to shock you today, that someone actually believed that illogical standpoint. So the way you feel someone believed that illogical standpoint is the way you as a person have believed. I'm not saying all the things you believe that are illogical, but the things you believe, the things you know, the things you have, like you have so much rooted in you, are based on what you have heard, what you have seen, what you have been exposed to, what you were told, what you learned along the line. So it's not like maybe when you were coming on net, God gave you a special kind of wisdom. The only thing that the innate nature you have will do for you is just to enhance the things you hear. Let's say, for example, we know how that we have different intelligence quotients. Human being differs in their level of intelligence. So the way someone with a high level of intelligence quotient would interpret something will be different from the way the one with a very low level of intelligence will interpret the same thing. Though they are saying the same thing at the same time, but the way they will interpret it would be different. That's what differs from someone who has an innate makeup of intelligence to someone who has like a very low intelligence quotient. So you see the same thing, but it just differs in the way you interpret it. So there's really nothing that you brought from heaven in that sense. Things that you know, things that you're exposed to are product of what you have seen, what you have heard, what you have been exposed to, and what you have learned over the years of growing. And there is this very beautiful thing about childhood. Childhood is such a stage whereby you just Like, you just learn anything. You can see a goat meeting with a woman, and then you feel like that's just the norm in the society. Why? Because you are coming into the world with a blank slate, like one philosopher calls it, a blank slate, and anything you see gets directly imprinted in you as a child. So you, though along the line with so many correction and guidance, you might begin to shed this mindset of, but if you were not guided, if you were not like corrected, you will still have this mindset deeply, and you will believe it to be true. The difference between someone who grew up in two different countries is the environment they're exposed to. They can't have the same view on things. Why? Because the environments are totally different, and then you can be saying that, okay, two people that grew up in the same environment are also different. Like I said earlier, your intelligence quotient contributes to the way you interpret the things you see, but still doesn't depict the fact that the things you see go a long way in determining the things you become. So you are who you are based on what you have seen, based on what you have heard, and based on what you have learned. The things you hear, the things you were exposed to. I can remember when I was in school that time, we were like having this funny joke, and someone said that the people that gave us much problems are the ones that came up with all these theories, mathematics theory, physics, if you're a science student. And it's really funny because someone just woke up one day based on their own experiments, what they've discovered over the years. They just brought something up that has to do with theory, and then we have plenty problems to solve based on a hypothesis that has not been finalized. So the same way you feel some people can be wrong, the same way those that told you that thing can be wrong. So there is no thing as such as you are the one with the ultimate viewpoint on things. From your own perspective, you might feel the environment you grew up with is the best. No, is the best to make somebody what there is to be made. But I'm here to tell you today that what you know can be wrong. What you have experienced can be wrong. What you see can be wrong. You have seen your parents depict some things in front of you. Doesn't mean that's 100% wrong. And I'm not saying they're 100% wrong. To make you understand that one of the ways that we can help ourselves in the society is by having an open mind, having an open heart, by understanding that the things you know can actually be wrong and the other person can be right, and by still understanding that the things you know can be right and the other person can be wrong. So this will help you to have an open mind towards everybody. Now, I'm not saying you should have an because you actually will communicate to somebody, you begin to feel like how about now, like, are you actually spewing this? But I'm not saying you should just go and take anything that comes. I'm just saying that you should remove that block or that bridge you have built in your mind against many things. Have an open heart. Everyone has a nice thing to say. Everyone has an idea on many things, on anything you feel you have, and you can be wrong. Yes, you can be very, very wrong. What you know, what you think is right, what you feel is the best thing a man can know can be wrong. Let me shock you. Growing up, I got, in fact, one of the very, very hard process of growth for me was accepting people's opinion, because I usually feel like these things have been tested over time. I believe this is the right. But when I begin to see that, you're wrong, and I begin to come to terms with the fact that, wow, really, this world is really a large one, and we can all live well if we tend to accept the other person's opinion. Because if you refuse to accept the other person's opinion, the person will feel rejected. They would feel rejected, and by that, you're already contributing to the number of depression in the society. So you are a parasite. To see the light in every discussion, to see the light in every person, to see the light in every situation, in every nonsense, there is always a sense. That's a popular saying, but it's actually true. You can't always be right. You can be wrong. So have an open heart, have an open mind towards anyone you meet, anyone you see. Be open to discussions, be open to ideologies. This will help you stretch your mind. This will enhance your level of thought. This will enhance many things in you that you feel you don't know. I would continue in my next video, and I'll raise another discussion on mindset. So anticipate. While you anticipate, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And another thing, give my video a thumbs up if you really find the video relevant. Be able to give it a thumbs up, yes, and drop your comments. If you have any comments or you have any contrary opinion to what we are discussing, I'm open to learning. Yes, I said it earlier. So be able to drop your comment down below, like this video, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and share with your friends and families, and I'll see you in my next video.